Good morning and welcome to Fostering Joy and Wellbeing through WeVideo. We are going to start with the land acknowledgement this morning. We acknowledge we are hosted on the lands of the Mississaugas of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Wendat. We also recognize the enduring presence of all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people.
Thank you all so much for coming today. My name's Ashley Ramson, and I'm an assistive technology teacher.
And I'm Tara Pidwerbeski, and I'm also an assistive technology teacher with the TDSB. So today we're going to look at a program called WeVideo. WeVideo is an online video editor which allows teachers and students to make a variety of media presentations. Students can get creative and make podcasts, videos, use green screens, record voiceovers, and much more. So we're going to start our session this morning by brainstorming things that bring us joy and positivity. And I'd love if you could put in the chat something that brings you joy. Oh, very good.
Wonderful. We have some ideas. Family, things that bring you joy. Oh, Tara, these are all your ideas. Your dog, yummy food, holidays. I would definitely like to contribute with traveling.
Okay, we're going to take a moment to look at a quick video about a Bhangra dancer. His name is Gurdeep Pandir, and he is on a mission to share his joy and passion for Bhangra dancing. And he is dancing all over the Yukon and beyond. So we're going to just take a moment to watch this quick story from BBC World News. Ashley, I'm not hearing the sound very well.
Sorry, you mentioned you can't hear the sound?
Not very well. Is anybody else having trouble with the sound?
Not sure. I'll make sure that closed captions are on.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm just going to stop it because I don't think anyone can hear the sound of the video. I'm going to stop sharing and maybe just try resharing for a moment. Oh, here we go. All right, we're going to try this one more time. Thank you for staying with me.
Now, a Sikh man from the Arctic in Canada has become an internet sensation after his Bhangra dancing videos notched up millions of views. Dance teacher Gurdeep Pandir continued his Bhangra sessions online, even performing in temperatures of -20 degrees. Shabnam Mahmood reports.
It might be winter in North Canada, where temperatures can plunge to -40 degrees Celsius. But that hasn't stopped Gurdeep Pandir from Bhangra dancing in the snow.
I decided to do something positive, something joyful, so that it could bring happiness to their hearts.
Bhangra dancing was originally performed by farmers to welcome the new harvest. Since leaving his home in the Punjab, Gurdeep has been teaching the dance in Canada for 25 years.
Bhangra is an amazing high-energy workout. You are having good time, it's entertainment. It makes people healthy, fit, and just creates awareness about health too.
Gurdeep's lessons have been so popular, even Canada's armed forces have joined in.
I did a collaboration with Canadian Armed Forces in which soldiers and we are dancing Bhangra together just to spread the message of inclusivity and diversity, and also the message of happiness too, that when we dance together.
So thank you all so much for watching that video and staying with us while we just worked through some of those sound issues. Thank you for also putting into the chat some things that inspire you, that bring you joy and positivity. So we're actually going to create a video today around all of those themes, things that bring us joy and positivity. So to begin, we're going to click on the dashboard. And Tara, I don't know if we've already put in our slide deck into the chat. If not, please let everyone know that they have access to our slides. We could put that in the chat.
Absolutely.
Now, this is the type of session where we would love if you would join us, actually have some hands-on experience with using this tool. So in the chat, I'm going to put in a link where you will actually join WeVideo. So let me put in the chat. I'm going to call this WeVideo dashboard. And when you click on the WeVideo dashboard, just gonna, sorry, take you to the slide. Right, the top of my screen is being covered. So it will take you to this login page. And luckily with TDSB, you do not need to type in an email address or password. We always sign in with Google just by clicking here on the button where it says Google. So again, I'm just going to give everyone just a moment to get to this page by clicking on the link in our chat and then click on the button that says Google. And once again, if you're signed in as a parent right now, just through your own personal device with your own personal credentials, you will not have access to this full program. So if you've signed in through your student who's in TDSB, if their profile, then you will have full access to the program. So don't worry if you don't have full access right now. You can always rewatch this video later and go through all of the tools that we're about to demonstrate for you. You'll know if you have access because here you can see I am signed in because it has my first name and last name. And with students, it will say at student.tdsb.on.ca. So we'll click on our name. And here we'll click on continue. Give everyone a moment to catch up. And once again, if you just want to watch today's presentation, that's okay too. And then go later, maybe today, and actually try out the tools as well. So this is your WeVideo dashboard. This will save all of your previous or recent projects. And this is where you will also see many templates to just help you get started. But follow along with us today because we are going to make a video together. So in the top left corner, you'll see a blue Create button. So let's all click on that blue Create button. And that will bring you to this screen right here. And if at any time, if you have any questions, please do post them in the chat where Tara is waiting and eager to help you. This screen can look intimidating, but we are going to break it down where it's really user-friendly. So the first thing we're going to explore are the videos. To explore the videos, simply click right here on the Videos tab, located near the upper left corner of your screen. By clicking there, I can now see all of these videos that are already provided within WeVideo. In the upper right corner of every video tile, you'll see a timestamp telling us how long each video is. If you actually want to see what this video is all about, you simply click on it once, and you can see the video being demonstrated on the right side of your screen. And you can click on as many videos as you want. These videos that you're clicking on right now are not yet part of your video project. This is just to explore them. And when you get more advanced later on, you can add really cool features like green screen right here. Now, because we actually have a theme to our video today, which is joy and positivity, first, we should give our video a title. So in the upper left corner of your screen where it says My Project, I'm going to rename this and I'm just going to type in Joy and Positivity. So you can go ahead and change that as well. And by the way, it automatically saves. So you do not have to continuously click save. So now that I was thinking earlier when Tara was talking about things that bring us joy and positivity, one of mine was traveling. So I'm going to type in travel in the search bar. When I press enter on my keyboard, it will now repopulate all of these videos to travel videos. And just like we did before, when I click on the videos, it's going to show me what those videos are all about. So I can click on it and I can see how these videos will look. So go ahead, take a moment if you haven't already, search for something that brings you joy and positivity and find a video that you like. Now, down below, you'll see you have 3 different tracks. You have a text track, a video 1 track, and an audio track. When you find a video you like, so for example, I like this video, I'm going to drag it all the way down into my video 1 track. But take a look. I actually just intentionally made a mistake, and I'll show you why. I did put it in the correct track. However, when I rewind my video, simply by clicking on this button, which jumps to the beginning, and I press play, you can see that I did not drag it all the way to align with 000. So look how long I had to wait for my video to actually start. So when you drag your little tile video down, make sure you drag it all the way to the left side of your screen. So when you rewind your video and press play, it begins right away. So again, just if anybody has not yet dragged in their small tile, we do not drag in the big tile because that will not drag in our video. So just make sure you're dragging in the little tile down into your video 1 track. That's the middle track. Now, my video on here looks a little bit small, and if you want to see some more details, there's a magnifying glass located near the middle right side of your screen. If you click zoom in, you can see my video. It's not actually getting longer because I can still tell it's around 10 seconds. Even when I press the zoom in, once again, it looks like it's getting longer, but it's actually, once again, just zooming in so we can see more details. Good reason for this is you might want to get rid of a part of your video. We call that splitting the video. So you can drag your blue marker by clicking on the blue circle and dragging it. If I want my video to stop, let's say at 8 seconds, I'm going to align the blue marker at 8 seconds. And now I can click right here. It shows scissors with the word split. And when I click on that, now I have 2 videos. And I can delete either by clicking right here on the delete button, or you can also press delete or backspace on your keyboard. So go ahead and give that a try, and I'm going to show that again if anyone missed it. So you're going to drag the blue marker. In my case, I'm just going to make it 8 seconds. I'm going to click on the scissors for split. Make sure you are deleting the part of the video you want. Right now I have the larger part of the video selected. That's not the part I want to delete. So I'm going to click on the smaller video, and then I'm going to delete that. Perfect. So that's how we can bring in a video that's already part of the WeVideo collection. Now, if I want to bring in an image, also known as a picture, I'm going to go back to the left side of my screen, and I'm going to click on Images. Once again, these are all the images that are pre-populated from the program. So I did not have to add any of these images. They're already here for me. You'll notice there is no timestamp with an image. Because with a video, when we did see those timestamps, videos have a start and a stop, like in an end. But images can be as long or as short as you want. Now, if I want to see an image larger, just simply click on it like we did with the videos, and it's going to show you a little demonstration of what that would look like larger. Remember, you can click on as many of them as you want. They are not yet part of your project, not until we drag them down below. Now, because we want to specifically search for things that bring us joy and positivity, I'm going to go back up to the search images, and I'm going to type in something different, something else that brings me joy and positivity. So I'm going to write the word family. And once again, when I press enter, it's going to filter all these images to images that are around family. So you can scroll down, and once you find an image that you like, you can drag it down below, and you're going to put it in the same track as video 1. And notice I put it right next to my video. It's almost magnetic where it connects. So everyone go ahead, search for something else that brings you joy and positivity. When you find that image, drag it down to your video 1 track. As I said, with images, they can be as long or as short as you want them to be. If I want my image to be longer, I can simply hover my mouse cursor over the end of the image. Notice when I hover over the end of the image, my mouse cursor goes from an arrow to 2 double white arrows. When I see those 2 double arrows, I can click down and drag that image larger. Not larger, but just make it longer, last longer in my video. Now it looks like I've duplicated the image, but it's actually just one still image. See, it's not actually moving. So don't worry if it looks like you now have 6 different pictures, you don't. It's still just one solid image. Again, you can use the blue marker to split. Once again, clicking on the scissor option for split, and you can delete an image that way. Or there is undo button right here and a redo. Another way, if you don't want to split your image, you could also once again hover your mouse over the edge of your image. When your mouse cursor turns into 2 double arrows, you can click down and also drag it to be shorter. So that's an option as well. All right, so again, when we wanted to add a video, we clicked on the video tab. When we wanted to add an image, we clicked on the images tab. So now we want to add some audio. That could be sound or music. So we're going to click on the audio tab. With every audio, just by looking at the audio, we cannot tell what it's going to sound like. So you do need to actually click on it to hear what it will sound like. Notice also in the upper right corner of every audio tile, you'll see a sound, like the duration. So how long will this audio clip last? Once you find an audio that you like, once again, you're going to drag it down below into your tracks. However, this time, because it's audio, we're going to put it in our audio 1 track all the way at the bottom. So go ahead, just take a moment and click on different audio tracks. In fact, I think I like that one better. So if I want to delete this one, I can simply click on it. And I know I've clicked on it because it has that purple outline. And I can just simply click on delete or backspace on my keyboard. And I'm going to drag this audio clip in instead. All right, so I hope everyone's just taking a moment. I know there's so much audio to explore, but just find one and then drag it all the way down into your audio 1 track. With my video, I can see here's my video, here's my image, and here's my audio that continues long after my video really should have ended. Because if I play my video, I'm just going to kind of fast forward it to the end. Notice the audio keeps playing even though it's just nothing. I wanted my video to end around here. So if that's the case, if I want to end my audio, simply first click on your audio. And again, you know you've clicked on it because it has that purple outline around. I'm going to move this blue marker to align with the end of my picture. And then, just like we did before, we're going to click on the scissors for split. Make sure you don't select this part of your audio. Make sure this part, the part that you want to get rid of, is selected when you press delete. Now on my screen, you can see I may have deleted a little bit too much, and that's okay. See how it doesn't perfectly align? So what I can do is click back on my audio, hover, that means just kind of fly my mouse over the edge, and see how my mouse cursor turned into 2 double arrows? I can now click down and just drag out more if I needed to. So it's really easy if you need to go back. All right, so I hope everyone has some video, an image, and some audio. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to utilize the chat where Tara is waiting to help you.
And just remember, if
Next,
you accidentally clicked the wrong piece, you can always click undo, as Ashley showed you earlier.
absolutely, thank you. Now we've added a video, we've added images, we've added audio. We now want to add some text. That means we want to get some words in our video. And words in this program, WeVideo, can actually look really cool because they can be animated. So for example, if I click on captions, if I want to see what this will look like, I simply click on it and I can see what that's going to look like in the video. So again, take a look at how that's actually animated. And even though the words here say, I want candy, which I totally do, but if I want to actually change what it says, I will be easily able to do that. I personally really do like the captions. So if I want to see more than just 3 options for captions, I can click on See All. Now that I've clicked on See All, I can actually scroll down and see there are many other options for captions. So here's one, and you know what? I really like this one, so I'm going to use it. And if this is the text you want, or when you find a text you like, you're simply going to once again drag the little tile down below into your text track. So everyone take a moment just to find a text you like and drag it down, and then very shortly I'll show you how to actually change what it says. All right, so now that your text is in your text one track, and it doesn't have to start right at the beginning. Some people prefer it to start a few seconds after, or maybe later in your video. I am just going to keep mine at the beginning, but it's completely up to you. But now that my text is here in my text one track, if I click on it 2 times, so I'm going to click on my mouse cursor, go click, click, I can now see this screen where I can edit my text. Depending on which text you used, you may have a palette of 1 color, 2 colors, 3, 4, 5, sometimes even 6. In this case, I'm going to click on this color in my palette, and I can change it. So I can click on any of these different colors, and you'll notice it changes in real time. So you can see exactly what that change will look like. And we always talk to students about contrasting colors. So for example, if I click on the white, which I know is going to be the actual text, if I were to change that to, in this case, the black color, it doesn't show very well. Or sometimes I've seen something like this, where it really doesn't show very well. So we want to think of our audience and what would be an easy font and text to see. So right here where it says primary text, I'm just going to type the word joy and positivity. And once again, you can see it updates in real time. If you want to make that font larger or smaller, notice when I'm actually trying to click to make this larger or click to make it smaller, and it won't work until you toggle off auto font size. Now that I've turned that off or toggled it off, now I can change how large or how small that font appears. You can also change the actual font itself. There are so many options the program provides for us. So again, by clicking on anything, you will see in real time that update. And for secondary text, I'll just write by Ashley. And again, you can change the actual font. And if you want to change the size, make sure you toggle off auto font size, and then you can change how large or small that appears. When you are done editing your text, there should be a blue Done button in the upper right corner of your screen. And that will take us once again back to the editor here. Now, if I wanted this to be at the top of my screen, notice just by default, it appears at the bottom. I can just click down on my font and drag it anywhere on my screen I like, and you can do the same. If you did prefer it to be at the bottom, just as Tara pointed out, we can always click on the undo button. All right, so now do take a moment, rewind your video about joy and positivity, press play, and we're going to add one more tool before we finalize our video. So it's always a good idea to review your video by clicking jump to beginning and pressing play. Now, one thing I want you to pay attention to in my video, when it goes from the video and jumps very quickly and very abruptly to the image, take a look at how this looks. It happens quickly. So here's the video, and it goes right to the image. We're going to put in what's called a transition. So a transition can help it go from a video or an image to another video or image more gracefully. So to do that, just again, we're going to go to the side of our screen and click on transitions. All of these tiles are different examples of different transitions. So if I click here on crossfade, we can see how it goes from one video or image to another. So just take a very quick moment and click on some different ones, and you'll see how it goes really nicely from a video or image to another video or image. I'm going to use the very first option called crossfade and just take a look at how easy this is. I'm going to drag this first tile into my video, and I'm just going to place it in between my video and image. When I let go, it automatically squishes in between. So I did not have to resize anything. I just dragged it and let it go in between. So now, when I rewind my video, take a look at how the transition gets it from my video to my image a lot more gracefully. And here's a little pro tip. I also like to add any type of transition, it doesn't matter which one, at the end of my video. It's kind of a nice way to ease out of the video, let people know that it's done. So I'll rewind it again and take a look. Even though I have two different types of transitions, watch how cool this is. Awesome. So take a moment, if you haven't already, and drag your transitions into your video, and go ahead, grab a different transition and put it at the end of your video as well. Good. So I hope everyone was able to give that a try. I'm not going to go too much into this, but if you have your own pictures, your own content, you could always go to uploads and put in your own images and your own videos as well. Just by simply clicking on Add Media, you can upload your own. So it could be your own audio file, your own video, your own image, or you can record yourself. You can either record just your screen, so just your mouse clicking around. You can record just you, or you can record both, the screen and you at the same time. And this tool down here, Narrate, is another fantastic way to capture your child talking. So it will record their voice. And they can also do a voiceover, which means as the video is playing, we don't see your child, but we can hear them talking about their video because it will record their voice talking about creativity, their knowledge on something. So that's also another powerful tool as well. All right, so when we are done our video, we are ready to export. In the upper right corner of your screen, you'll see a blue export button. This is where we can change the title of our video if we needed to. So I wrote joy and positivity. Maybe I'll just add the word video just to show that you can make that change here if you needed to. For your information, we are creating a video today, but if you prefer this to be a podcast, you could change it. A podcast means audio only, which means there's no visuals, there's nothing to look at, it's only listening and only sound. Your child could also create what's called a GIF, which is just a short clip that's constantly looping around, and there is no sound attached to a GIF as well. But I'm going to keep it on video today because that's what we created. Another thing just to note here is the resolution. So that's the quality of your video. You could either save it in standard definition or high definition. So depending on what your child has created, you might want a higher resolution. Just letting you know it does take up a little bit more space. So that's something to be mindful of. And at the bottom, when you are completely done, you would click on Export. When you click export, it does bring up this screen. It lets you know that your video is being created. And the best part is you do not have to stare at this screen while it's doing this. So you could actually close the whole browser and it will continue to work on your video. And when it's done, it will appear on your WeVideo dashboard. If your child happened to sync this with their Google Drive, they would actually receive an email and a folder would be created in their Google Drive, and all of their videos would also be stored there. All right, so I'm just going to go back into our slide deck. If anything was mentioned today, like not only are we recording today, but we've also given you the slide deck, which covers all of the tools we went through. So we went to this dashboard where we have the link, we clicked on create, we renamed our project, and we've also embedded a very short video, once again, just reminding you of all the steps we went through today. How to add a video, how to add an image, how to add audio, text, and a transition. Even how to export, so everything that we just went through as well. We've also included all those videos and put them right here to review if you'd like as well. So these are really great videos to just once again go over on your own time. They're very short and right to the point. When you're ready to get more advanced and go beyond what we've looked at today, that's looking at personal media, adding a voiceover, adjusting volume, layering tracks, green screen and color keying, as well as editing green screen additions. So these are all what we consider advanced. That does not mean they're harder. It just means once you're familiar with the basics that we went over today, these are some really fun tools to get into as well. So thank you all so much. We do want you to start thinking about how can WeVideo support your child. We're all teachers here as well, so we also think of how can this support your child? So you might have a child that's really great at talking and communicating, and that's how they get out their ideas and express them, and they're very artsy. So there's different types of tools within this program to capture your child in that way. Also, it helps with students who might have anxiety, because this is another way that they can put their thoughts together in a nice, calm way. And when they present, they're just pressing a play button, so they're not actually in front of people. So feel free to use the chat right now if you would like to share how you feel WeVideo can support your child. We've also included some resources, which include going once again to that WeVideo dashboard. So this is, even though we have it in our slide deck, we just wanted to put it here for an easy way to find it. If you were not signed into your child's TDSB account today, so if you did not have all of the features that I showed you, by clicking here, you'll learn how to sign in even on your home computer. So students have access to these types of programs even at home on a personal device. And finally, we've also included a link to our TDSB Assistive Technology Programs and Tools website, which not only where you can dive deeper into WeVideo, but we also have other programs that are really fantastic, like Read and Write, Mindomo, Book Creator, and so much more. So thank you all so much for attending today. Tara and I will stick around for just a bit if anyone has any questions for us.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate your time today. You're very welcome.